in the same time as say somebody who just doesn't do this at all. So that alone will probably help you beat a bunch of your newer friends who do not watch this tutorial. So I am continuing to mine out here, and what I'm actually going to do is I do see that my minerals are getting very low. You can tell by the fact that, you know, A, a couple of them had disappeared altogether, and B, some of them are really low to the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and take a drone here. You are the lucky drone. You are going to go build an expansion. So you'll see around the map, in the mini-map, there's a bunch of little white squares here. Those usually indicate minerals or gas or whatnot. So I'm going to find the nearest one, which is right here, and I'm going to build a hatchery. So, a hatchery, just like the building we have up in our main base, position it close to the minerals. You can see if I move the hatchery too close to the minerals, it becomes red and you cannot place it there. So you find the closest spot that it can sit to the minerals and put it down. And this hatchery will build, however, it does take a little bit to build, about 100 seconds or something. So we're going to go back up to the base where we do have, whoops, I did not mean to do that, where we do have a whole bunch of larvae sitting around, which we are going to take advantage of in just a minute. I am going to go ahead and take my drone here, and you'll see a whole bunch of more buildings are available to me since I have completed the evolution chamber and the spawning pool thing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and build a roach warren. This is the Zerg kind of low-tier armored unit. They definitely have their strengths and their weaknesses, which you'll see in just a minute here. So while that is building, you'll see that a little circle came up here and it said upgrade complete. You'll see that this melee upgrade is now done. And if I select the Zergling, you'll see now it says 1 upgrade, and the damage is 6. So it was 5, now 6. 6. Good times for the Zerglings. And I'm just going to go ahead and build another couple overlords just to kill some time here. Get the larva injected back into the hatchery. And this creep tumor, which we built earlier, you see that it expanded the creep a good bit. For those of you who have played Starcraft 1, these are pretty much the same as the creep colonies, except you do not actually upgrade them to attacking buildings. So I'm going to go ahead and use this ability. If you click on a creep tumor, now you see that this creep tumor does, if I zoom in close, it's kind of the little bulgy red-pink blobs here. So this indicates that you can spawn another creep tumor from it. So what I'm going to do is, since I have it selected, I'm going to go ahead and click the spawn creep tumor button and put it down, just like, yep, there we go. And it's going to build up in about 15 seconds or so, and once that's done, it'll continue to expand the creep down here. And then once this little timer is done, I can spawn another one. So this is how you expand your creep out towards the middle of the map and towards your opponent's base. You put a creep tumor down as early as you can, and then just keep expanding it. So definitely one of the things you need to remember for Zerg. The main benefit for units on creep is you'll see they do run significantly faster than off of creep. See how they slow down here, and they get back on, and then there's zoom off. So definitely an advantage for Zerg to expand the creep as much as possible, something you want to stay on top of throughout the game. You know, even really if you're winning, you still want to go ahead and make sure you do that. So I'm going to go ahead, and now that I have shown you the difference on the speed for the Zerglings, I'm going to go ahead and click the spawning pool here, which you see I've got. And there's 2 upgrades. One of them is available now. This one increases the speed of the Zerglings. So this kind of helps with the fact that, you know, really early in the game, you're not going to be able to spread your creep out across the map as much as you will be later as the game progresses. So this will kind of assist with that. And I'm going to go ahead and let that upgrade, and you see that I have completely mined out my base. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and drop this other extractor, as I don't really need the gas right now, but I'm going to do it anyways. Leave a couple drones here to go ahead and take care of that. I'm going to take the remainder of my drones now and build down here at this base. And like I said earlier, you'll see that I haven't really built a whole lot of drones. I know I said to build about 20 to 25 drones when you are playing a real game. For this particular tutorial, I mean, things are going so slow that I just have so much money I don't know what to do with. So don't pay attention to that particular fact in this game, the fact that I had so few drones. Just make sure you always get about 20 to 25 drones. I know I keep saying this, but I see so many players that will make 5, 6 drones and then just leave it at that, and then they get upset 10 minutes later when they wonder Why does the other person have so many more units? Well, it's because they have so much more income. So make sure you do that, and make sure you always inject your larva, which again I'm kind of slacking on because I'm kind of explaining things as I'm going along here. Okay, so our Zergling speed upgrade is done. So now you'll see our Zerglings now have wings, and they actually look really cool when they run now. You can see the wings kind of flutter as they run around. So you'll still notice that even though they have the speed upgrade, they are still slower on the ground. So this just kind of further emphasizes the fact that you really should get your creep going as fast as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and tell these drones to go on gas. We've got some more larvae coming out. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put some more on. Get one more upgrade going for the range, as I am going to go ahead and build a few roaches now. Like I said earlier, these are kind of the tier 1 heavily armored unit for the Zerg. They do have a ranged attack. It's kind of a short one though, not quite as long as the Stalker or the Martyr. But where they really do shine is that if you burrow them, you will be able to regenerate their health very quickly. So while I am letting those pop, I am going to go ahead and upgrade my hatchery. This is the way that you advance through the tier tech for the Zerg. Is you click your hatchery, and you'll see it has a mutate into lair button. And we're going to go ahead and click that button, and it's going to do its thing. Go ahead and put more larvae in. And now we have some roaches. So you'll see they do kind of make funky sounds, and this is pretty much what they look like. They're little super cool units, and they do move around pretty fast on creep. Not so fast off of it, but they are still really great units. Pretty much they're able to trash light units such as zealots, marines, zerglings as well to an extent. So you now see we have a boatload of larvae as I have let them accumulate to kind of show you just not really much else to say about the roaches. Like I said, they are good tanking tier 1 units for the Zerg. There are a couple upgrades for them available from the Roach Warren, which we will have access to here in just a second. Alright, there we go. And go ahead and put some more larvae on. Okay, so the Roach Warren. You have increases the movement speed of the roaches, which is always a good thing. And then enables roaches to move while burrowed, and also increases the life regeneration rate. I think by default they have 5 health per second regenerated while buried, so definitely a lot. However, the upgrade bumps it up to 10. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and get the speed upgrade going, as I do not have burrow yet researched, because that is not available until you have the lair, which you now see we do have this kind of upgraded Zerg structure here. So Evolve Burrow is a new ability that is available to us. I'm going to go ahead and click that and let it go. Get some more larvae going. And since we do have 1 melee and 1 ranged attack, I'm just going to go ahead and round it out and go ahead and get an armor upgrade as well for the units. So far, this is what we have for our Zerg forces. We do have some Zerglings, some Roaches, nice little diverse tier 1 group there. So we do have our expansion going. I'm going to go ahead and get some more gas coming as well, just for good measure. Never know when that non-existent AI is going to come into the game and trash my base. So you now see we have a boatload of larvae as I have let them accumulate to kind of show you just what happens when you don't pay attention to it. You never want to have this many larvae, because this basically means that you have all these